Hey everybody, I'm Z Garcia and welcome back to Best of the Month, where a bunch of us are going to be telling you about the best new to us game we played over the previous month. So this is December 2016, and we're going to tell you why we liked it so much. So here we go. I'm going to kick mine off with Santorini being my game of the month. This is a stunning looking game that is also an abstract. It's an abstract with a theme that really works. It's got really great tactics and strategy, but it's very quick to learn. It's an abstract game that once you've learned the base game, then has a ton of replayability because it allows you to implement characters and new powers and new ways to play in there. And so that's what I think makes it such a fascinating game. It's not a one-trick pony abstract. There is so much depth in here. And it's gorgeous on top of that, which certainly doesn't hurt and helps to get abstract games played. Because a lot of people, tend to gravitate away from abstract games. And so I was really thrilled with this one. It's fantastic. I very much would recommend you look into it. And if you're even someone who is so-so on abstracts, this might be the one that really fits your idea of what an abstract should be. So, Santorini, definitely would recommend it. My game of the month.
For me, the best game of the month was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from IDW Games. I really did not expect to like this game that much. I like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but this just really put it together in a very fun, entertaining way. Quick, fast scenarios, very thematic. It has that whole bad guy versus, a bunch of good guys, but you can both play really well, and it promotes really strong usage of teamwork. And at the still time lets you chuck dice and fight things. So, there's a lot of these dungeon crawls and space dungeon crawls and stuff. It's nice to have one that's different. And ninjas fighting turtles, I like it. It brought that cartoon to life. Excellent, excellent game.
Howdy folks, Rebecca and Hunter here from Two Player Showdown. And our game of the month is unanimous. It is A Feast for Odin.
Feast for Odin is the latest and greatest from Uwe Rosenberg, one of our favorite designers. He took all his heavy Euros, took his little game Patchwork, mushed them together and made an awesome game where you're gathering tiles and covering your board.
So, check it out. Our game of the month, A Feast for Odin.
Hey guys, Ben here from How To Fun. This month I played a couple new games, but the game of the month goes to Hanamikoji. So I was really intrigued because Sam has been talking this game up a ton. It seems like it came up in almost every video he was in over the last month. And so when I saw it at my local game store and they had one copy left, I had to pick it up. Glad I did. The game is so elegant, so smooth. I love it. Just down to the number of cards and the actions you take and how it'll always end up with the same result. It's super good, guys. My wife doesn't often ask to play games with me, but this one, she's actually asking to play, which is very rare. There's very few games that she actually is, wanting to play with me. So for me alone, that makes this game a winner. I highly recommend it if you can find it. Get it. Great two-player game, really quick, deep decisions. Hanamikoji.
It's MaggieBot, and for Best of the Blender, I kind of want to touch on Feast for Odin this month, but it sounds like some other people nabbed that away from me, so I want to hit on two others that I really loved this month. First off was La Granja Na Siesta, the little dice game version of La Granja. It's from Stronghold Games here, and it's just fabulous. Odie designed a really cool roll and write game, so you roll the dice, you select one, you knock a thing off your sheet. Works kind of like Rolling America or one of those, but it's one of my favorite roll and writes that have come out, along with San Malo that came out a while back. Yes, there are stickered dice, which is unfortunate, but the game is so good that you won't even care. But the one I really want to talk about is Railroad Revolution from What's Your Game? This is a 2 to 4 player action selection game with a really good take on different types of workers. So you're going to place a worker and take an action associated with it, but the color worker matters, and you kind of draft those in and you're paying them for other things. The game itself is lightning fast. It says 45 minutes to 90 on the box, and that's completely correct. With a pretty snappy co-player, I got through a 2-player game in 30 minutes, so it's a very, very fast game. It's very fun. These designers are really onto something cool and unique here. The board is not as pretty as the cover, so the game not so gorgeous, but it is so fun that you won't even care. I hope you all have a good New Year, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Hi guys, the month of December brought me Mechs vs. Minions, really cool game, great components, but this December my son got a gift, and that is called Spacehawk. It is a game that is part smartphone, part toy, part board game. It comes with boards that you have to put around the room, and then of course the toy part. Look at this spaceship. It is huge and it can do great things. It's a bit hard to do it for himself, so I always have to do it. The smartphone goes in here and gives you assignments to go through the room. You can really see him play with the toy and move around. It's really great. And of course there's part of shooting, looking at the thing, but it's really cool. And it even comes with custom dice that fall out when you press the button. Cool. The dice are called Drubbies. So best of December in our household is Spacehawk.
Hey folks, I'm Jason Peacock. I played some good games this month, but hands down, my favorite. Let me give you the runner-up first. The runner-up is a similar game, and that's Doom here. Doom is great. I really liked it. Check out my review. But Conan takes it for me. This Kickstarter game from Monolith was long in development. The rulebook is lacking pop, but it's such a wonderful, marvelous game. If you like miniatures on a map fighting each other, this is my favorite like it. The way the heroes can spend their turn however they want. They pick who goes. One guy can go do something, then another guy can do something else, and that other guy can go back again. They're spending gems on actions. And maybe they want to save some to put onto defense rolls on the Overlord's turn. There's a really great resource management underlying this highly Ameritrashy game. The Overlord spends his turn similarly to the heroes, but activates his guys a little differently. Check out my review. It's such a wonderful, kinetic feeling game. That's Conan from Monolith.
Hello, and my game for the month of December is Saloon Tycoon, designed by Robert Couch and published by Van Ryder Games. Now what I like about this game is that you are building saloons 3 stories high to gain the most reputation in the town. I also like the components of the game. They have the income looks like little plastic gold nuggets that you use to buy supplies throughout the game. Really nice production value, really fun game. So check it out, Saloon Tycoon.
Hey folks, welcome back to another Best of the Month for December. December's Best of the Month for me was this one right here, V Commandos. It is a new game put out by Triton Noir, and it is a cooperative, stealthy World War II game. The name of the game is not going in and shooting everything up. It is actually sneaking around, making sure that you're being as quiet as possible, not being seen, accomplishing your objective, and getting out and moving on to the next part of the mission. I love the fact that the team sometimes has to split up on different kinds of missions where you'll have 2 terrains that 2 of the people will have to go over here and 2 will have to go over here, or 1 over here and 3 over here, and then everybody converges on a final mission in that, or terrain in that mission. Just really enjoy a lot of the different aspects of the game. It actually has a chit pulling mechanism that I usually don't like, but it actually works very well in this game because you're pulling out random enemies instead of random victory points or random rewards or something to that effect. So it does actually work very well with this one, and I usually don't like it, so that's another highlight. My best of the month this month, rather for December, V Commandos. See you on the flip side, folks.
This is Roy Candy from Epic Gaming Night, and my best of the month is Adrenaline from CGE. This is a first-person type shooter game that reminds me of Halo and Overwatch and things like that. It's a game where you're running around trying to take out your opponents and get the majority of damage on them, so when they're taken out, you'll get the most points. It's kind of an interesting game because if you're not necessarily into the shoot-'em-up theme, you might still really like the mechanics of area control and resource management as you're collecting guns and getting the right ammo to be able to reload those guns and trying to spread around your damage correctly so that you get the most points. I like to say it's a thematic game that the Eurogamers would still like. It spans all different gamer types. So make sure to check out Adrenaline from CGE, my best of the month.
All right, everybody, that's it for us. Tell us in the comments below what has been your favorite game of the month, and come on back for our next best of the month. We'll see you.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc. Cool stuff in stock. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching the Dice Tower.